pro-life group Live Action released an investigative video today. It says it proves Planned Parenthood centers do not offer prenatal care. Joining us now is the founder and president of Live Action, Lila Rose. Welcome back to the program.
Thanks for having me on.
Tell us about this investigation.
Of course. So Live Action started to investigate Planned Parenthood's so-called health services with our mammogram investigation a few years ago, showing they provide no mammograms. And right now it's hotly contested that they should get taxpayer money because they're so essential to women's health care. So we wanted to unpack that.
So what did you do? You called 97 centers, and then what?
So 41 affiliates, 97 centers in clinic and over the phone, basically saying, look, we're pregnant, can we get prenatal care?
All right, let's take a look at what you found. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Unfortunately, no, we wouldn't provide any type of prenatal services here at Planned Parenthood.
We're not a prenatal care provider. No Planned Parenthood does prenatal care.
We don't offer prenatal care at Planned Parenthood. We specialize in abortions. You know, that's what our ultrasounds are for.
So what did you make out of all of that?
Basically, despite advertising it on their websites, despite advertising it on their Twitter, TV, Planned Parenthood president going out and saying we need taxpayer money because of prenatal care, they're lying. That out of the 97 facilities we called, all of them, none of them provided prenatal care, except 5 said they could refer for it or that they could take some clients, but it was negligible. The vast majority, 92, said we do not provide prenatal care, we're an abortion provider, and we admit the name is deceiving. They even would admit that too.
Planned Parenthood.
Exactly.
You're not trying to plan
that.
it.
We understand that in our marketing, it appears that we are for prenatal care and we can provide these health services to women, but the reality is that we don't.
So what services other than abortion do they provide?
So Planned Parenthood has been touting that they are the premier women's health care provider in this country. When you actually unpack their services, you find that while they're doing a third of abortions in this country every year, they're doing less than 2% of annual breast exams, manual breast exams.
Less than 2% across the country.
For all women in our country of reproductive age, and less than 1% of the nation's pap smear tests, which is incredible when you compare that to they're doing a third of abortions in this country. So they're doing this entire push for taxpayer funds, saying we are essential, women are going to be without all these services, yet they serve a tiny percentage of women. And meanwhile, there's 13,000 federally qualified health centers that are not performing abortions, that are not an abortion corporation.
That could provide these services. That's your point. Now, we heard Jason earlier talking about this defunding and the Hyde Amendment. What did you learn about Planned Parenthood's strategy?
Planned Parenthood has been really terrified of the day that President Trump takes office because they had a best friend in President Obama. Their funding increased. They're making $500 million under President Obama a year from taxpayers. And Trump, before becoming president, pledged to be pro-life and to not force taxpayers.
And to defund.
Exactly. So now that is on the table because there's a reconciliation spending bill that might be signed to defund Planned Parenthood. That day has finally come.
And Planned Parenthood is going to be fighting that tooth and nail.
We
will be talking to you about that in the future. Lila Rose, founder and president of Live Action, thank you so much for joining us.